Points, points, points. Yes, we need to have a serious talk about points. So I am getting loan estimates from around the country. So thank you guys. Keep on sending them in. I'm always happy to look at them and be like, yeah, this makes sense. Or, oh my God, this is garbage. This is a trash can fire of garbage. And what I'm noticing on a lot of them is points. Just points, points, points. So let's talk about what those are. So there's two different types of points. There's what's called an origination point, okay? An origination point is when a lender says, hey, I'm gonna charge you a percentage of the loan to do it. Now, there's a very big lender in the country right now that is charging one origination point up to $3,000. So if you're buying a $200,000 house, they're saying, hey, to even work with me, it's $2,000. If you're buying a $300,000 house, it's $3,000 to work with them. If you're buying a $500,000 house, it's $3,000 to work with them, because not over $3,000 is their thing. This is not normal, guys. You don't have to pay origination points to work with a lender. Now, it's important to note that sometimes the cost of an origination point could be less than other fees. So if you're looking at two loan estimates and you've got, maybe they're charging a quarter origination point, but this other lender is charging underwriting, processing, blah, 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 it could be lower. 9 out of 10 times when a lender's charging an origination point, it's a sign that they're more expensive than the rest of the market, just from what I've seen in my experience. So I would say, hey, I don't want to pay origination points. Like, I'm happy to pay some level of origination. For instance, at Guaranteed Rate, we charge VA loans, we don't charge our origination. Anything else is $1,290. If you buy a $100,000 house, if you buy a $4 million house, if it's an apartment, if it's a condo, if it's a townhouse, if it's a house, if whatever it is, we are $1,290, period. Period. It is not a sliding scale. It is $1,290, period. Okay? So you want to make sure you're talking to lenders about, hey, what are your charges to do the loan? Because I'm not seeing a ton of people do that. And that's why I think I'm seeing some loan estimates where I'm like, oh my God, you're paying origination points and discount points and your rate is higher than what I could offer you? That's horrible. I'm so sorry. Let me help you. So origination points is what you would pay the lender, okay? Now, what's a discount point? And also, I need to clarify this. 1 point equals 1% of the loan amount. So let's do some super easy math right now. $100,000 loan, 1 point is $1,000. Half a point is $500. A quarter of a point is $250. Got it? So whatever your loan amount is, if someone's saying, oh yeah, it's like 2 points, that doesn't mean like $2, guys. If you have a $500,000 loan, that's $10,000. $10,000. And I saw a loan estimate last week where it's like the rate was just a little bit lower than what we could do with no points. It was a $500,000 loan. The lender was charging them $15,000 in points to go 0.1% lower. It makes zero mathematical sense, but there are so many lenders around the country that do not care if it makes sense. They just want you to sign the dotted line. So you guys need to watch out for this. So discount points are supposed to be charged to lower the rate. There is no rule with lenders on how much it has to make sense. Because if you say, I really want 2.75, and I say, gosh, I mean, I can do 2.99 with no points, and 2.75 is going to cost 2. That doesn't make sense. Most lenders are just going to go, okay, sir, 2.75 it is, and then see if you catch on the good faith estimate that now you've got 2 points, or let's say it's a $300,000 loan, $6,000 to get that lower rate. And I think it's worse right now because there's like articles and there's some lenders that are like, we're under 3%. And it's like, they're under 3%, but they're charging money to do it in like 9 out of 10 cases. Like, not VA. So I've got a lot of veterans that follow me. Love you guys, but this is VA. Yes, you're under 3%, 100% with no points, no origination. All day long, we're seeing it. Conventional loans. Conventional loans, I am not seeing below 3% without a little bit of a charge on a 30-year, okay? 15-year different story. But the bottom line of this video is you guys need to know, like, if that lender's giving me a rate, are they charging me points? Are there origination points? Are there discount points? And a lot of times, the thinking is, oh, well, it'll make my payment like $40 lower, and they roll it into the loan anyways, so it doesn't matter. Guys, it still matters. You need to do the math. If you can't do the math, the lender needs to do the math. If the lender won't do the math, you need to dump the lender and call me. Seriously, like I'm always boggled by this, where someone's getting below adequate service, they're paying more for below adequate service, yet they have some weird loyalty to the lender. They're like, oh, but he was really nice. Yeah, he's super nice because he's totally ripping you off and not having to teach you anything. I mean, I guess not doing your job and making a ton of money makes you super nice. I don't know. So please be aware. It does not always make sense to buy points. And there's so many people right now. I got 3 loan estimates for one client, and they were all at this 2.875 on a 30-year fixed conforming loan, and all of them had 1 to 2 points. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you can just go a little bit higher and not have that money, because even though it's rolled onto the loan, one day you're gonna sell that house. And when you sell that house, you're gonna be really sad about all the money you gave away. So it's very important that you guys are careful. If you have more questions about points, I have a video. Gosh, I think I have 2 videos all about points, because it's something that comes up a lot. It's one of those things where, like, you know, sometimes if you, like, you guys don't do loans for a living, so you're like, oh, it says origination point, that must be normal, right? Because you don't know what normal is, and that's totally excusable. But now you do. It is not normal to have origination points on a loan. It is not normal to have discount points on a loan. You can get a loan without an origination point and without discount points. So it's important to know, hey, if I don't have discount points, what would my rate be? Because sometimes that rate makes a lot more sense. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, feel free to reach out. There's a link to my calendar so you can book a time to talk. And thank you for watching.